Ooh, what's up guys? Welcome to today's video. Now, before I get into today's video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about the current top 5 Premier League strikers. So, first of all, I'm going to say excuse my voice. I am a bit sick, so if my voice sounds a little bit runny, just know that I am sick, so please. Now, I'm going to get started now. Of course, with the number 1, I think it's obvious who I would pick. I mean, Erling Haaland. I mean, it's a very easy choice. I think he has 10 goals in 6 games, 1 assist. And I think with Erling Haaland, what you get is he's a very tall player. He's very physical, very strong. Like once he maintains the ball, it's gonna be hard to knock him down or take away the ball or foul him. He's a very strong player, and I think he is capable. He's a player who positions himself right, close to goal, who easily taps it in, or who can also get a goal from like I'd say like mid distance, like away from the goal. He's a very good player. I think Haaland is close to a complete player. He's not that kind of striker who will assist or I mean pass the ball a lot, but he is very like when it comes to strikers, he's very good, and he when it comes to his finish rate, him scoring goals, he's very accurate and a very high percentage of him like every time he's close to goal. It's very rare when he'll miss. And it's also to be said that Pep Guardiola with this Man City, they're playing for Haaland. That it's the team has changed a lot tactically and playing wise when it comes to Haaland joining the team. Now, moving on to the second is I think Harry Kane. He has 5 goals in 6 games, and I think Harry Kane. I think a lot of people criticize Harry Kane, and when it comes to Harry Kane, I mean in the Premier League he's a top striker, but when it comes to as strikers as a whole in other leagues, Harry Kane is not a top striker. I mean, I'll defend Harry Kane when it comes to the Premier League, but Harry Kane is one of those strikers who he'll score you some goals. He won't score you a lot of goals, but he'll score you some goals. And I think Harry Kane's role in Tottenham is to score goals and be team up with Heung-min Son. So when what Harry Kane has to do, he does half the job, and the other half of the job, Heung-min Son. Okay, so I think that, and also Harry Kane is not a player that runs too fast. He has like a normal pace, like mid pace. He's not too fast. Harry Kane is like a decent striker. I'd say a little bit above decent. I think Harry Kane I ranked him second because in the Premier League he has shown to be very good and score goals. But when you like show him or like talk about top strikers around all top 5 leagues, I mean Harry Kane is probably if not in top 10, not maybe in top 15, but there's plenty of strikers better than Harry Kane. But Harry Kane, I defend him here in the Premier League. Moving on to number 3, Gabriel De Jesus. Now, Gabriel De Jesus, I mean, he played good at Man City. But I think at Man City, like as many times as we saw, I mean, Pep didn't really use him at his best, or like his like Man City played a different game. They really didn't really use a striker. At Man City, it was kind of weird how they played without a striker and scored more goals. Now, Gabriel Jesus in Arsenal, it's really shown that when he is the main man in the team centers and focuses with him, he'll score goals. Now, he's not the top right now in goals, but he's also scoring goals and assisting. So I think he has 3 goals and 3 assists right now, which is very good for him. So not only is he scoring goals, not as much as the other strikers, but he's also assisting and helping build in the build up of the play, and also helping his teammates when like he what he does is like let's say like he all the players are focused on him. Some of the defenders are focused on him. He's pushing some of the defenders towards him in order to free up space for another striker or another teammate who's there waiting to get the ball and try to score. I think that's what more he what Gabriel Jesus does. Now fourth, Alexander Mitrovic. Now I said this. I my thought was this: Mitrovic, when it came to I think it's the champion or the I think the one below the Premier League. He's always scored a lot of goals. I mean, I think he has like more than 100, or I don't know how many goals he has with Fulham. He's scored a lot of goals. Now, what I was asking myself, and I also heard a lot of people asking, was can Mitrovic also score goals in the Premier League, a more like physical, and there's a lot of hard teams. And Mitrovic has showed that he can score goals. I think Mitrovic is a player who can play at a bottom team in the Premier League or a mid-table team in the Premier League. I don't think he could play at a team like a Man City, Man United, Arsenal, but I think at a team like Fulham or a mid-table team, he could play good. And also another thing that I've seen in the games with Mitrovic is that Mitrovic is a very physical player. Once he has the ball, it's kind of hard to take it away from him because he's very physical. Like he uses his body to protect the ball, and I think Mitrovic is not the typical striker. Like we all seen like the top three I mentioned, but he will score goals and he will maintain the ball when it comes to getting close to goal. Now on to the fifth, the final one. Ivan Toney. He has 5 goals and 2 assists. I think Ivan Toney has been a revelation, and this Brentford team um has been also a revelation due to them how they play, how they've beaten a lot of teams, and I think Ivan Toney. I think he's currently. I'm talking about current strikers. So if anyone tells me, "Oh, this striker," I'm talking about currently. There's better strikers, better than some of these players, but currently Ivan Toney, I think he's fifth, and he's also a very good striker. I think Ivan Toney would be if he were to leave Brentford. I think he could possibly score a lot of goals and a top team in the Premier League. So I think Ivan Toney is also a good player. He has speed, momentum. So I think Ivan Toney is also a very good striker. And I think Brentford, he's going to score a lot more goals at Brentford. Now that's it for today's video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.